Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Quantum Bridge. A very speedy update from myself and my co-host, Gary. You all right, mate? How are you?
I'm good, thanks, mate. I mean, it's a July update. I can't believe we're already sort of halfway through the month, I suppose, or coming over that now. I mean, what is it today? I don't even know. 17th. There we
17th. Well, of course it's 17th.
Yeah, good number. Yeah.
It's the Q day.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, what's been going on really? We did a little short video about the XRP stuff, so we've covered that.
Yeah, and I think we did it in that way of the overall journey that we're all on. And a lot of people out there might understand this thing when we reference it like that as part of a sort of energetic movement and a shift, rather than talking about. I noticed in the comments on that, we did get one comment, isn't that amazing? But somebody was talking about, it looks like the price is suppressed, and that the movement that it had was, although in normal terms would be considered a lot, 30 or 40%, it was obviously that's nothing in the world of crypto, or where people expect XRP, XLM and others to maybe go to. But I just think exactly that. Yeah, well, why not? Why shouldn't it be suppressed at the moment? Everything else hasn't yet clicked into place. And when it does, hopefully everything goes in one go. Doesn't really make sense that things go in a piecemeal fashion to me, but anyway.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, it was nice to have a comment. Always feel free, guys. It's at the moment we don't have many, so we can read them all. But it also helps us to see where you guys are at, what you're feeling, whether you agree or not. But on that particular point, yeah, I did agree that price suppression is probably still happening. But I think in our video, that's what we tried to say, was this bigger picture stuff that we sort of mentioned that another piece has been played, or cogs turn. We're moving forward rather than in that stagnant mode where we was placed for 2.5 years of just nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And a lot of promises and a lot of unfulfilled things. Certainly people will have felt like that. The other thing is, I think we'll do a video on the ISO 20022 coins at some point, and just generally on our own sort of views and take on the crypto world and asset backing and all the other things that are happening in the stellar and system, ecosystem. We can do that another time.
Yeah, on that point, that's something that might be happening this week. You're talking about this Fed now. That's been set up in the US, supposed to be around the 20th or something. So dare we say it might be an interesting week? I don't know.
Well, interesting is the good word, isn't it? What's that called again?
Fed now. It's their new sort of digital type thing. I think it's all to do with the ISO stuff. I haven't looked into it that much, but
okay.
I just see that it's it's the Federal Reserve's type new thing, but I don't pay much attention.
No, we don't want to pay too much attention.
It's kind of like, okay, it's in my radar. I'm sort of away with the fairies in the other thing.
We're in many other dimensions, and universes and things. Yeah,
okay.
Which is just normal to us to play in the different realms, as it is for everybody, whether they remember it or not. Now, coming on to people that we've had on recently, so we had Zoltan, so one of the guys from my Chowgar, which was really lovely to have him on, talking about things that are slightly outside, or at least a slight shift away from the central core of what we might talk about on the Kung Fu side, although obviously it relates to that. And that was directly after, not long ago, we had Balint on, who did something again that wasn't strictly to do with his training, although it did, at the core of it, it was about that and about his purpose in life. So we had that, which is great. We hope people watch that. That should be uploaded shortly. And also we had our Ugandan connection, David Livingston over there. So that was a really interesting chat. He was on a rock in Uganda. It felt very Ugandan to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's added another pin to the map, hasn't it, in our international audience?
Authenticity.
But it's brilliant. Yeah.
So, and we've got a lady called Chandra that we're about to jump off this quick update to have a chat with her. She's based in the States. Obviously, much more information will follow on that. And then post that, we will do other stuff probably over the next 2 weeks. Now, have we got anything particular coming up or anybody else that we should be referencing back to, like Leslie, for example. We've had a few people recently who are really just lovely people with a lot of very good energy about them. Is there anybody else that you want to name check or talk about?
Well, we also, my sort of Twitter mob, we have Matt, the Kung Fu medic. We've done the recording, that's just got to be uploaded still, so we have that coming.
Fantastic. He was really good. I thought he was really engaging. He's a fast talking guy, a lot of energy. Obviously, he's made a real shift away from his old job, which is in one hand a shame, but on another hand, he's opened a whole new world for himself, you know, and he's the sort of guy that I can see with those collecting around him and whatever that will make a real change. Yeah.
That's another interesting one. There's a few more bits and pieces that we've still got to upload. We've got Rebecca still.
So we've got a Korean lady who lives in the UK now via the States. So originally from South Korea, and she's involved in foods and sort of the reuse and recycling thereof for consumption, for people to eat. And I thought she was fantastic, and I think she will be a major force both in the UK and internationally in that world. She may not resonate or share exactly our views on a number of areas, but that's the great thing about the Quantum Bridge, that we don't say that people who don't necessarily share everything that we think of as being the paradigm at the moment. Doesn't matter, just good people with good energy, and you know, we'll all find our places, I think, in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's like I say, that's part of what we do. It's almost an open platform, if you like, for just general the smaller voices. You know, that's what we've been trying to do. I think so far we are managing to do that. You know?
It's funny, when we get the larger voices on, they really don't get that much exposure from us. Be great if they did, but they really don't. They're better off, it seems, on other larger channels maybe. But these smaller voices, you know, we have these lovely interactions, and like Franco, for example, and of course Jose recently, and others. And you know, they don't have a massive reach. They may have a reach and be well known in their own sphere, but you know, these people seem to do well. So I really hope for someone like Rebecca and for Leslie and others, that what we do is take a slightly fringe audience, probably in the main, fairly fringe, and then slightly fringe people, bring them together, and then you know, they legitimately have got a chance to be seen by people who really might want to engage with them, help them, buy their products, you know, be involved in their services, all these things. If we can even do part of that, again, everything about our mission is just to try to speed up and promote this sort of heart-based interaction.
Yeah, I mean, on that note, we still have about maybe 80% of the people watching the videos that aren't subscribed. So if you can help with that, I know what it's like. I'm rubbish at it as well.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it as well.
But at least, you know, whilst we're small, it would help just to get us a little bit more reach. And it's not that me and Kaspa, you know, it's not about us. It's about the platform for these smaller voices. Can we, because we're open to having them on, and you know, can we also give them a wider audience? That's the main thing, because they don't always get a chance on the big established platforms. So it's
yeah, and just to say, I think we make a commitment now. We will always do that.
Yes,
we will always be about being truly fair and truly inclusive, and we'll do everything we can to keep this anchored to that type of reality.
Yeah, I mean, every voice gets the same treatment. The little bit of marketing that we can do, push on social media, that everyone is treated the same in that way.
Yeah, and finally, just to say, you know, if you are into the idea of buying crypto and maybe spending that rather than spending pounds or dollars or euros or whatever, literally spending from your crypto card, do consider CoinJar. And you know, there are ways to do these things around wealth in terms of buying from the likes, certainly in the UK, many of them ship internationally, of the Pure Gold Company, and of Hatton Garden Metals, because both of those, you know, it is a way to support the channel. So subscribe if you feel like it. It would really help us. So we're very grateful if you can. And do engage with some of our other material if it feels right to you, and some of those products that we bring on as well. So the shungite and of course the skincare products from Leslie. Anything you can engage with that get you something, but in return gives us something to grow the channel for you. We'll hopefully bring you a lot of content you like.
Yeah, and like we said, it's a good way to engage, and also with the comments and things, again, for the guests, to give them some support, because a lot of them are nervous about coming on, and it would be nice if they had that sort of feedback, positive feedback. It'd be great for them to encourage others as well.
Yeah. Just because we're terrible at it, we hope you're better than us.
Yes.
All right, good. On that note, unless there's anything else you want to add, I know we've got to jump off and speak to Chandra now.
No, that's it. Thanks, mate.
Good, lovely to see you, and I'll see you in 2 seconds. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for watching The Quantum Bridge.
Take care. Bye.